I don't know, there's a word for this.
I
Can I call a friend?
you call- Welcome to Coffee with Jay. Today we are in the World Heritage Site of Punda in the wonderful Cafe Bonchi. I have my guest today, Femi Meaux, and she is a farm girl, a very creative person that knows a thing or two about branding, is studying nutrition, and it's just wonderful to have her here. Femi, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So I would like to start off with, what drink are you having?
Right now, since it's the afternoon, I'm having an iced Americano.
Wonderful. I'm having my classic, which is a cordato. I just love to have it. Sander makes a beautiful cordato over here, so he knows my drink. Normally, we always start with where did you grow up and what did your parents do for a living?
I grew up in Curacao, and my parents were divorced. I grew up with my mother, and she was in sales and marketing, and I used to love going with her to work. She used to, or still does, work for the movies. So all the lights in the front, we used to go up in the where the thing used to go and we used to be able to change the slides because everything was not automated yet.
Okay, that's really cool. Back when it was still like a projector and everything
Yeah,
was
exactly,
manual,
exactly.
right? Okay, wonderful. And what did you end up once you grew up? What did you end up studying?
I ended up studying marketing and communications.
So how does one make a transition from that to doing what you do now, which is self-proclaimed farm girl? And
Once I was in Holland, after a few years, well, I didn't do a 4-year study. I did a longer study because I quit halfway through. I decided to do makeup artistry. So I sort of stopped my marketing and communication school. And then I started the makeup artistry, got into that world of fashion photography, and it's very cutthroat. It's not really, my thing. And at the same time, I decided to become vegetarian. I used to love going to the farmers markets, and everything was a lot more like natural. And so I started going more into that route of organic and natural foods and beauty. Then I realized that beauty isn't necessarily from what you put on your face, but it's more from within. I finished my makeup artistry. It was a 2-year thing. And then I decided to pick up my marketing school again, and I ended up finishing that. Took me a little longer, but I did.
no, awesome. I'm on the same boat. I didn't take a gap per se, but it took me more than in the U.S. I studied in the U.S. It takes you 4 years to do it. But I wanted to. I studied business because that's what I had always known in my life. That's what my parents did.
Yeah.
And then I found the love for film and film production, and to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But it took me also like 4.5.
But
5
it's
years
good
to
that you
actually-
have the business background because you combine it, right?
Yes.
You can do the creative part, and
Yes.
then you still have, and that's what also helped me set up my business. What I have now is because, it was very natural. I just finished college, and I thought, okay, we're gonna start this business. Okay, we need a marketing plan. We need this. We need that. It was very by the book,
Yeah.
But I mean, it worked because
Yeah,
if I
but
didn't
like-
have that training, then I don't know if it would have worked.
Yeah. And I think everything that we accrue, like anything we accrue knowledge in life, comes and helps
Of
one
course.
way or another.
Yeah.
We can always
For
we can
sure.
always apply it. And for me, it was with business. It's like you need to do business in something. So finding
Of
a
course.
field, was
Yeah.
helpful. Now, speaking of that, right? What is the favorite part about your job?
Just walking outside. The part of the planting and then seeing that progress of once you sow the seed, is that how you say it? And then you see it actually sprout, and you see it grow, and it gets blossoms, and the blossoms turn into fruits that you can pick and then actually do something with it. It's just, I think it's when something, you see that it succeeds, so that's super exciting, of course, and then you can actually create something with it, and then the feedback that you get from the clients that yes, it's a good dish. So it is, all in all, it's very nice and rewarding.
Yeah,
So.
and you're actually seeing it farm to table.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
just claimed it, but you've
Yep, it
you've
is.
lived it. And
It's
you've
really the real thing.
how would you describe what you do?
So I think that the whole thing overall, I mean, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because you're busy with it, morning and night, all day long. The hardest thing and the most stressful thing is the restaurant part.
Okay.
Because, you know, people come in, you need to get everything done, needs to be cooked right, needs to be served at the same time, everything needs to be done, you know, you don't want hangry people. So I think that's the most stressful part.
Okay.
But again, it's a very rewarding process as well, because it's something quick, you know, it's like people come in, it's like within the hour you're like, okay, you know, you succeeded, you know, so but it's the stressful part, because we get quite busy. So what was the question?
No, just describing what you do, you know, because I think you're running
lifestyle.
a business, you are growing things out of the ground.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It
You're
is very
selling those things,
multifaceted
right? Yes.
business, because
Right,
it's
and
not
then-
just the restaurant, it's not just the growing, but it's one. It
Yes.
goes hand in hand. So
Okay. On that note, right, we'll now go into the next segment, which is explain the gram. So I will show you an Instagram picture from your page, and you tell us the larger story behind it.
okay.
First one.
Oh, that one. That's fun. That was a very spontaneous one. We were staying a weekend in Bandabao, and so this is this tire repair shop guy.
Okay.
And word of mouth, he has the best Lee. You know Lee.
Yeah.
So we went to go get Lee there. You know, we came from the beach, hopped in the car, and we went to get Lee, and then we said, oh, let's take a photo, and that's literally what we did.
Okay. And it came out also very nice.
Yeah, I like this photo.
What I want to talk about here is like not only like the colors that you're seeing, but
Uh-huh.
what attracted me towards this is the caption.
Oh,
like
what did I
that,
write?
Aren't we privileged to sit
Oh.
on this rock?
Yeah, we took this photo because I had a new shirt on, and my pants are old pants that were my mom's once upon a time,
Okay.
and we were gonna go for dinner, I think, and then we happened to drive past this one, or we're like, oh, there must be a purple building somewhere in Peter Mai. And then there was actually right in front of it, there is like a whole like a rubble because they're renovating this one right
Yeah.
now. So there was a whole bunch of rubble right in front of that building. So we were trying to get the right angle.
Okay.
We
I
couldn't
don't
do
see any rubble
no,
right
we
now.
couldn't do the front view thing. So we did the side thing.
Okay.
You know, like here we are with this beautiful city, and you know I have new clothes, but then somewhere around the world it's just even worse than what people experience here. So
Yeah, and that gratitude and perspective is so important to like go forward with it, right?
Yeah.
Even when things are going wrong, it's just important to like step back and still take that moment of gratitude.
yeah, of course. I think we just go through life with our own hustles and just don't think about other people often,
Yeah.
you know. So but yeah.
Moving on to the other thing that I met you with, right? I'm just gonna retell that story, which is I took a workshop once called the Let the Story Be Told, right?
Let the story be sold.
Let the Story Be Sold. And I was probably the only guy there, if I remember.
Yeah.
But as a storyteller myself and someone who's into marketing, it was very fascinating
Yeah.
to go there and taking a bunch of jewelry and bags and trying to take pictures with
Yeah.
that.
And you were great. It's nice to have a guy around. Yeah.
That was just
Yeah,
that was just one of the things I remember. But other than that, I think I've also known you as a marketeer, as someone who's like knows branding. In regards to that, what drove you towards marketing, branding, and things of that nature?
So my study was marketing communication, and so branding. Yeah, in Holland they call it your minor, but I guess in the States it's your major, like it's what you specialize in. That was branding.
Okay.
And one of the projects that we did was personal branding. It was like, you know, it was this scandal had happened, and I mean the opdracht, what do you call it?
Don't ask me Dutch word.
The task was
But
there
the
was
task,
this
okay.
scandal that happened to some famous person, and you had to rebrand them.
Okay.
And so it's all about like how do you put yourself forward, right? And especially also in Curacao, like people always have these like opinions, and you know it's like all this redu goes around and stuff. So it's like whatever you do is how people are gonna see you. So that's why I started going deeper into it, and then with the Story Be Sold, that was my part of it, was that personal branding. So how do you put yourself forward? And like with the Instagram thing, it's in your own hands. You decide what you post. So whatever message you want to bring across, you have the power to do so. To think
And I feel
about
like
it.
that way you were being the author of your story, other than whatever people
Yeah.
are thinking or saying
Yeah.
about you in a way. On that note, what do you think the impact of social media has been on our lives?
you can be very mindless about it. You know, I think that a lot of people use it as you know, entertainment, but it has so much power. I mean, it can make or break a person or make or break a business, you know, like one bad review and like you're done. So social media in general, I think that there's a lot of misusage of it. Unfortunately, I think that people could be more mindful about it, how they use it, and also how they act towards each other. Because it's easy to write from your screen all these nasty comments or something, whereas, you know, bringing people down, which I think is happening a lot now with the younger generations. But if you have the face-to-face conversations where it's like real, I think that it's being misused a lot. And I think that if you put a little bit more thought and effort into it, that you can use it for good.
Yeah, if we just take our human kindness that we show to each other and not hide behind our screens.
Yeah, exactly.
That can be there. Moving on. We're going to go into the fire round now. This is the fire round where you have to answer the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Ready?
Sure.
All right. One thing you always have in your fridge.
Pig food.
Pig food.
Yes.
Pig food. To feed the pigs.
To feed the pigs.
Okay. I got a bit confused.
Yeah, gotcha.
Favorite. I got so confused for a second.
It's true, my fridge is shit. And there's only pig food in it.
All right, this is gonna make a great TikTok. Favorite fruit?
Fruit?
Yeah.
Cherries.
What's a color that brings you happiness?
Connecting with people randomly.
Favorite country you've traveled to?
Ooh, Peru.
Ooh, lovely. Where in Peru?
We went to Cusco and Lima, but Cusco definitely is a very quaint, very cute, nice place. Felt like home. Yeah.
Nice. Favorite smell in nature?
Ooh, there's a word for this, and I always forget it. But when the rain hits the dry ground, like when it's like that rain smell, I don't know, there's a word for this. Can I call a friend?
you want call a friend. Let's do this. For the first time, you have 3 lifelines, right?
There's actually,
and she's
because
using
I
phone
always,
a friend.
I always
let us know
her.
this.
I always ask her because I always forget. Let me see if she'll pick up. She's done working, so.
The other 2 lifelines normally were audience reaction. You have 3 members in the audience to help you out.
True. No one knows the word for it? There's an official word for it.
I didn't even know there was a word for it. I know the exact smell you're talking about.
Yeah, no?
Right?
Yeah. She's not picking up.
Okay.
Okay. We'll get back with the answer.
I grew up in Mumbai, India. And there it mainly rains for 4 months. But when it rains, it's like this, like it's really hot and then it rains and then that smell hits you and it's like, sometimes you can like tell that it's about to rain because
it's coming. Aw,
and then it hits
cool.
and then like even if like say you were napping or you missed out or you were indoors and then you come out, you can smell it and be like, oh, it rained.
Cool. Yeah, nice.
Now we're going to turn up the heat a little bit.
Okay.
Right? In the fire round, we're going to turn up the heat.
Okay.
Now you have tell me one word to describe the following things.
Okay.
Okay. Farm animals.
Smelly.
Yourself.
Crazy.
Flowers.
Nice.
Curacao.
Diverse.
TikTok.
Also crazy.
Instagram.
Not always reality. That's not one word.
We talked about marketing and branding, right? But I see that you have a very acute sense of creating things and putting it out there, and a very great like artistic sense of how you do it, combining with photography and media. You're good at creating things that look beautiful,
Thank you.
right? And very appealing, visually appealing, and appealing to the eye. So I wanted to ask, like, what inspires you to create?
I mean, everyone gets inspiration from somewhere. You know, I also go through Instagram or Pinterest or magazines. I love flipping through books as well because, you get inspired by something. And I find like also when I'm creating an image or something, you portray either like a lifestyle, like you can portray the whole thing, you know? So you can give a feeling if you do it correctly. And that is something that, how do you portray that feeling that you're trying to capture or give off?
That's really cool to get the emotion out of it. And like, it's one thing to be there in the moment and feel something, but it's another thing to visually capture that
and
feeling.
I mean, often things are styled because, you know, if you shift the camera a little bit the other way, you know, there's lights and cameras and things, and you don't know.
They tell us a story,
Exactly.
right? They tell a story.
Yeah.
Now let me go into this, right? Do you ever feel like pressured or like overthink, or at least just think before you're posting, like, or before creating, how it will be received or what other people might think about it?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I do have this platform that people look up to or follow, and I find that if I do something, I want to do it with intention, you know, or if there's a specific topic that I want to bring to light, or create a conversation or something, or educate people on something, you know, you have to have that stop factor. You have to have that like engagement. And sometimes I overthink it, you know, like sometimes I think, is this like too touchy, or will I offend people? You know, you try not to offend anyone, but you can't make changes or have everyone happy and not offend someone. So, you know, yeah.
Okay.
I do sometimes break my head over it.
and then how do you get past that?
By just doing it, just being like, fuck it.
All right. One thing that always, you know, I've noticed, and it was very prominent in our quarantine times, right? The way you were able to adapt with your business and Hofi Kaskora, and how you tried to, like, if people can't come in and the restaurant cannot run, so you had this service where they could come in and pick up fruits and vegetables, right?
I think that for us, because we have that, the farm part and the restaurant part is what makes the business stronger. And because we had the farm, it's an essential business, it's food, so we got to sell farm boxes, so fresh vegetables. Because we did that and we still had a sense of income, even though it was like a fraction of what we do with the restaurant, but because we made that, we kept the restaurant afloat as well. So I think that if we didn't have the farm part to fall back on, I don't know if the restaurant would have survived.
What I really admired about that is the ability to like adapt and overcome, right? And there was innovation involved and a little bit thinking outside the box to make it work, right? So where do you get this mentality from, and how important is it to be able to constantly adapt?
I think that the first lockdown, especially for me, it was really just like a fight or flight moment. I feel like I was just we need to do this, because if not, we're not going to survive. So it was really just go and do something, think of something, what can we do, you know? And so every other day I would wake up and I'd be like to my partner, like, I have an idea. So every other day we came up with new ideas, and we had to like work out the concept, and we had to like put it online, and you know, and I mean that it was very hustle, you know, and I think I also sort of thrive on that like stressy bit a bit. At the same time, you know, like we have a really great team, and I do it for them too, you know, like I can be okay. I know that if whatever happens, if the business closes, I can still find a job somewhere. I can do something, and not that they wouldn't, but they are committed to us. So I find that I need to also be committed to them, you know, and I'll always do everything to make sure that our business is going good, because, you know.
One of the entrepreneurs I follow, Gary Vee, he said, like, you know, the people work for you, but like don't think that they work for you, you work for them, and to be able to like deliver that. You know, to deliver that in a way too, right?
Of course. I mean, I have my responsibilities, and I tell them that too, you know, like it's my responsibility to have our restaurant full, you know, I do the marketing, I do those things, and I need to make sure that we're full so you guys have work. So, but you know, they work hard to make my dreams come true, so I might as well work hard as well.
Yes. We're going to go into the Heart Trooper question, right? A Heart Trooper segment. And for the Heart Trooper question, I just wanted to ask you, what fills your heart with joy?
Picking vegetables. I don't know if it's
you said that with such low energy. I find it hard to believe.
No, I just love it. I mean, you know, when there's like the first one and you get to pick it and eat it, it's just really fun.
Now we're capturing the feeling.
I know, but it's part of my job, but it's also really fun, because you put all this energy into something hoping it's gonna flourish, and then when it does and it's actually giving you something back in return, that's awesome.
Okay, so the picking the fruits,
literally
the seeds that you have sown. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So that's great. With doing that, you have a good sense of eating vegetables and hopefully a good palate, because now we're going to go into a mystery taste test.
Okay.
Producer Isa, bring on the blindfold. This is the hardest part. Are we eating something today? Is that the conclusion?
Are we not eating?
Well, last time it was a beverage, you know?
Oh, okay.
Taste
Can I
test.
can I do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Tell me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
Okay. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh god. Okay.
Isa and Sander are cooking up something
Okay.
behind the scenes that I do not know about.
It's in front of you.
Do we have to like slowly?
Yeah. You can go
Okay.
ahead.
Is it something we eat or drink?
Yes. Eat.
Oh gosh. I don't even know how to put it in my mouth. Do we just go for it?
I have grabbed hold of something.
A whole thing? It's a lot.
I have
This is
something.
creepier than I expected it
Right?
to be.
See? Okay, so
Okay.
I have something that looks like a semicircle.
I hope this is a cookie. Or a piece of bread. Do we have to eat it together with whatever else is there? I feel like there's something else.
Oh, there is something else. Oh my goodness.
This is so weird.
So I think I had
Oh,
a
it's a
semicircle. of bread.
sandwich. Yeah. I think it's a sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay. Start guessing, Jay. Oh, my sandwich fell apart.
I think I had a piece of bread. That's what
I would have
had.
liked to
My
see what it looked
semicircle.
like, because now it's like all sorts of different stuff. Do we have to like eat this completely? Okay. Mmm. Ooh, it's goat cheese. Mmm.
I tasted something sweet.
Yeah, that too.
It crunches the cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tasting arugula. Yes, one right answer. God dang.
I don't know what it is, but it's good.
Something is bringing sweetness, and I can't tell for the life of me what it is.
It's good. I've got cucumber now too.
Right, so cucumber, arugula, on a piece of bread. Clearly, what else are you sensing? What did you?
Goat cheese.
Goat cheese.
I'm making a big mess.
It's okay.
Are you here?
I'm here.
Oh.
I'm trying to. I'm not getting any more jam.
So it's a
How many
jam.
more are
That's
we-
what we're
how many
going to
more
go
are we
for.
Guessing.
Just jam, right?
Yeah, and something else.
Oh. So you got-
Focus on the bread. There's something
Oh.
about bread too.
Grape jam,
I said that. It wasn't grape jam.
No.
blueberries.
No.
Oh, yes, it's inside.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh.
What a wild guess.
2 other fruits.
Raspberry.
Yes.
Yes, I
Oh,
knew
it is?
You're guessing, you're not tasting.
Listen, I'm guessing the person. I've been fed raspberry a bunch
Oh,
of times.
I got a good chunk of it. Wait. I don't know. Blackberry. And that was a guess. It's really yummy.
So she guessed with her knowledge and her palate. I guessed
Mm-hmm.
with
Mm.
as a
Guessing by guessing. From
guessing by
the-
guessing, and
Is it bread
we-
sourdough?
Yes.
Taste it now.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
Can we now unblindfold
There's
ourselves and
something
enjoy?
in the bread. You didn't figure out.
Oh, there's something more in the bread.
Yeah.
So you said arugula, cucumber. I thought I felt something else in there, but it was cucumber. Hey, I'm going all in, yo. I don't know what you look like.
Me too. Me too. I don't know what I look like. I don't even know what I'm facing in this
Oh.
right now.
I got it. Wait. Is it tomato?
All right.
Okay. This is fun, but also scary.
I'm gonna unblindfold now to enjoy it.
Whoa.
Holy crap, that actually looks also pretty.
Yours looks pretty decent put together. Look at mine.
What do you
Right.
mean? I distinctly had something up here and it fell down.
A little scary digging your hands into something and you're not sure what it is, and then it's like all sorts of textures.
But hopefully we can appreciate the food or try to like see where our taste palette is. So this is for you.
All right, do I open it?
I think
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Awesome. Ooh. Now I got my very own
Yes.
mug. Can think of you every day.
The nice little red scarf that you had on you that was blindfolding you is also yours to keep. This,
Oh,
right?
thanks.
It's from
In case I got anything on it.
It's from Parfois. So thank you for our partners at Mia that allowed us to have this at,
Awesome.
from Parfois. And so it's a scarf from Parfois. You can.
Oh, I got spoiled. That's fun. Wanna do it again?
Yes, that was the show. Femi, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. It was so much fun.
It's been an absolute pleasure. We learned about you and how Femi is a person who firstly creates things to tell a story and to catch a feeling. So if you can, right, you have the wonderful joy of being able to actually sow the seeds and have the reward of not only plucking the vegetables, but then cooking it up and serving it to people and seeing their reactions.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you create more,
Thank you.
grow more, and grow as yourself as a person.
Thanks.
This camera, tell the world what you have going on, where they can find you, follow you.
Oh, okay. I am at Hofi Cascora most of the times. We have the marketplace, which is open Monday through Friday, 10:30 till 6. And the restaurant, the eatery, is Saturday and Sunday from 9 till 3. That's what I'm doing most of the time right now. And I am personally developing myself as a nutritional health coach. So you can follow my journey as I develop, as I'm learning, and hopefully I can also teach others to live holistically.
Amazing, wonderful. Thank you. That's the show. Till the next episode of Coffee with Jay.